that a 5?
Is he loud too, though?
He is, but...
You want to lock him in the room?
You gotta be quiet, okay?
All right. Go ahead.
No, I'll let you go.
I'm Tyler Perkins. This is Mackenzie Perkins, and we own Starting Strength Tampa. We used to be like a run specialty. We operated run specialty retail stores. We used to be runners. There he goes. So we were running stores and stuff like that for a while, and we just didn't like it anymore. We had started lifting. That became the activity that we did. I'd been training Starting Strength for a long time. She had started doing it for maybe a year or two. I remembered that Starting Strength was starting to open up gyms, and I convinced her to let me call Ray and open up a gym. I found Starting Strength, man, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, just on YouTube, I think. What's funny, man, is actually like, I always agreed with it. I'm like, that's the way to do it. It makes total sense. But then I just did everything else. I would sit there and watch a Mark Ripito video about starting strength and novice linear progression barbells. And then, no crap, like I would be on a balance board, like twisting rubber bands. I finally started actually training starting strength when I became a cop. I realized like, I should probably quit messing around. And that's when I actually like first started training with it for real.
I started 6 weeks after my second C-section. That kid in there was really big for me, and I brought him to work with me every day and carried him, and I just had tremendous amounts of back pain. So I was the typical woman. I'm gonna get bulky. I don't wanna look like that. I can't lift heavy, all that stuff. He's like, just do it. I did it and I got hooked on it. Now I'm very competitive with it. But it's helped everything. I was a competitive dancer for 15 years. Then I was a runner. I did the CrossFit. I did everything that you've done. And this is the only thing that actually really makes sense. My injuries are gone, the back pain's gone, and it's a lot of fun.
Probably other than dancing too, it's like the only thing you get like fired up about. Like, I didn't get my numbers.
Yeah, I'm very competitive with it.
I don't think you ever treated running like that really, did you?
No, and I always knew I was never a great runner, so it was almost like another job trying to get out and to run and to race and do that stuff. And then it always felt a little weird working and running retail for 10 years and never really liking it.
Yeah.
Versus being here, I actually do it myself, so it's easier to tell people, oh, this actually works, it's actually fun, go do it.
Who came to who first and said, hey, I think we should open a gym here in Tampa?
For sure.
It was you.
She was very skeptical about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just lifestyle and stuff. It was a very big change. We owned a house. We had the steady job. We have the 2 kids, and it was a little scary to kind of uproot and change everything, but it ended up working out, so we're good.
It took a lot of convincing, man. A lot of thought out speeches, maybe overly inflated spreadsheets. I started seeing, she's like, all right, yeah, we can make this work. And especially as she started training it more. And definitely when we first went to Texas and she kind of met everybody, she's like total buy-in from there.
We've kind of swapped roles now. I'm the one out like doing the marketing and talking to people and stuff. And I was like, man, this really can be something really, really huge. So the excitement took a little bit to get there, but we're doing this.
Very codependent. If one of us dies, the other one's coming closely behind. We're gonna wither away and die, probably, right? We came from working with a franchise that was around for like 45 years. And you'd see all these people that have been around the whole time. And I was like, kind of like rewinding, I'm like, man, if we could get into a growing franchise that's just gonna crush it eventually, how cool would it have been to be the people 45 years ago that have been around forever, that have this really successful business in this really hot market. Like if you could be that person now, you'd be kicking yourself 20 years from now and be like, damn, I could have had, that could have been me. And our family obviously has to be a part of it because we've got the kids. There's really no way around it. I want them in the gym just to kind of grow up around it, watching us work hard, watching people train and get better. I think would be really cool for them just to see growing up. We're all training together.
All friends and family.
Yeah, it's like a friends, everybody that comes in here, it just feels like you're kind of training with your friends. Any job we've ever had, anything we've ever done, that was always kind of the goal. It's just like trying to have the best culture possible.
We're all just sitting and chatting, talking about random terrible bad shows and all kinds of stuff that we just all chat about in the middle of our sets, and then we go do our lift and then continue the conversation. Yeah, big gyms are not like that.
Getting people just to experience it and actually see what real coaching is like. It's actually pretty interesting to see people come in here that have been or thought they had been coached by somebody. They go through a session here and they go, literally go, oh, that's what coaching is like.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, this is a different caliber of thing here. It's gonna be a lot of work, there's no getting around it. But once you finally get it open and you actually get classes full of people and you see that the thing is clicking, and a few months in, people have added all this weight to the bar, they're coming to you talking about how they've lost inches on their waist or their pain went away or whatever, it's totally worth it.
I want new Spider-Man.
He wants new Spider-Man, so. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't know.
Get out of here, man.